Hi there. I have a little activity for you. So come, gather around, gather around, gather around. What I want you to do, take a pen, notebook, or legal pad, or paper, something you can write on. And what I want you to do is I want you to think of your eating plan. And I want you also to think of every healthy food on your eating plan that you absolutely love. And I want you to take a minute and write as many of them down. If you need to pause the video to do it, go ahead. If you want to do it after the video, well, I can't force you to do anything. But do it. Do it. Do it. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm a new guy here. How you doing? It is November 8th, 2009. My name is Greg. I am your brand spanking new weight loss loser vlogger, dude, guy, stud. How are you? I'm very, very excited to be a part of this dynamic team. And I'm also very excited to meet a lot of new people that I might not have met before. It is a pleasure to meet you. I hope we get along well. And in the spirit of Weight Loss Losers, they like before, this is Cravings Week, but they'd like us to say a little bit about our weight loss background so you can kind of get an idea of what perspective I can give this channel. And that's the thing I'm excited about. I started on YouTube in January, and I weighed in the 270-ish range. And I decided life needed to change in 2009. And I'm talking about physically, mentally, emotionally, everything. My life up until that point, I felt like I was letting things happen to me. And although I was a very talented guy and I was able to get very far on just the fact that I had a lot of potential, I didn't take control. I didn't take the reins. And this year has been a year of growth in many ways. And next year I'm even going to build on that. And I'm really excited about that. I've lost 92 pounds in this time by using what you would probably call a low-carb lifestyle, although I don't follow any specific low-carb plan. I don't follow Atkins or South Beach or any of that. I just kind of devised what works for me, what I can make in my lifestyle. And that's important because it needs to be a lifestyle. And I've lost 92 pounds. The remarkable thing is not just that I've lost the weight. There's a couple things that are remarkable about it. Number one, I freaking did it, I guess you can say, in a linear way. I shouldn't say linear because there's ups and downs, but I followed my plan to a T, and I really had a game plan all the way through. I followed my plan to a T all the way to this point right here. I didn't give in to temptation. I didn't give in to excuses. I did not give in to justifications. And it's because the eating plan is a lot more than just what you put in your mouth and what exercise you do. What I've conquered is up here. A lot of it is mental. A lot of it is the way you program your brain. And I remember that every day of the week. And that's one of the things I wanted to bring to the table, to this channel, is the fact that I was able to do all those things, because those of you who follow me know, and I'm not going to get into every bit of it, but I've gone through everything this year. I travel every week, which is hard enough to stay on an eating plan when really all you can do is eat out or try to find a way to make your environment adapt to you. I've had emotional ups and downs. I've experienced loss in many ways. And the great thing, though, is I've always focused on my health, and I've always focused on fitness throughout those things, and that has helped hold me together with everything I've gone through. And that is something I am very, very proud of, because me doing that, the one thing I have complete control over, my health and my fitness, nobody can take that away from me, made everything else easier for me. And as I look back, I'm a better person for everything in this year. Somebody said, Greg, this has been a lousy year. Wow, you can't wait until 2010. I'm like, no, 2009 has been a phenomenal year. This year has been awesome. And although I don't like, in terms of loss, some of the things that I have lost, I didn't like the way they happened. I needed them to happen. And I needed to go through those experiences because I am a better person from it. I have a better hold of who I am, and that is incredible. A lot of people say the word willpower. It has to do with their diet. Do I have willpower? Because that has to do with cravings and whatnot. Willpower has never been a word I used in my diet. I don't know what I have in willpower. What I have is desire. So I've heard actually a lot throughout my weight loss journey. Greg, how do you deal with cravings? And I always say back to them, I avoid them at all costs. And how the heck do you do that? Well, I think addictions, they're either physical or mental, and physical addictions are bad. Your body should not be calling for anything, because it's a lot of times that means you put something bad in it, and now your body is just used to having it, and if you take it away, you suffer withdrawal, and you need to have it. So one of the things in my eating plan is I did eliminate the cravings I had for man-made carbs, which were my biggest downfall. And I know a lot of people think, if you get rid of it altogether, you'll binge on it. Actually, in my world, that didn't work that way. Within a week, I don't crave those physically anymore. You still have the mental addiction every now and then, and that is where you might fall off. But there's ways of dealing with that as well. First of all, I always have my days planned out. I always eat every 2.5 to 3 hours. I keep my metabolism running. I keep my blood sugar constant. It's when my blood sugar gets low that I just want to grab at anything. And I see that commercial for pasta or for pizza or for a big hamburger with French fries or whatever. And those are the things that were my biggest downfall. And then I want those if my blood sugar is low. So if you are on top of it, you're fine. Think about that. Anytime that you have a craving, instead of just grabbing at something, eat something. A lot of your time, your body is just, or drink some water. Your body, once you're full, you've lost the craving. That's worked a lot. I think a lot of it is mental too. Your body calls for it because of the things we say to it. When you see that commercial, you see the Dairy Queen Blizzard or the endless pasta, whatever, Olive Garden, or whatever commercial that's in front of you, and your first thought is, I'm on a weight plan, and you know what, I'm better than that. I don't want that. There's no way I'm going to want that ice cream. I do not want that ice cream. And we talked about self-talk so many times. Your brain hears 2 words. Well, if it's ice cream, 3. They only hear want ice cream. So your brain starts thinking about ice cream, and you start to crave it. So if you remember in the beginning of this video, I wanted you to write down every food that you think is awesome, that is healthy on your eating plan. I did it myself, and I don't know if you can see the writing here. 1 page. 3, 4, 5. I have about 5.5 pages I wrote down here. These are all the things that if I see Dairy Queen, instead of saying, I don't want that because I'm on top of it, I start thinking about all the things that I do want. Oh, I want that salad with pepper parmesan. Oh, I can't wait to have it. A lot of times you can nip that in the bud because you can program your subconscious. Don't forget that. We have many videos on that. I think they've already covered that a little bit here. I've actually covered it on my channels a few times. How do cravings have to do with what you tell your brain? So instead, one more time, instead of saying, I do not want chocolate, because your brain hears want chocolate, say what you want. Say, I want that healthy alternative. I can't wait to have it. And that's another thing. If you wrote down everything here, so I want you to think of this is my island of awesome food. And I can't wait because I have so many different choices here. So many different choices that I can eat that are part of my eating plan that are healthy, that I love. If you tried to write down your eating plan and you couldn't even come up with 1 page, you may want to rethink that. So anyway, that is the little bit of insight I want to give on craving. I didn't want to make this video too long, but hopefully I was able to give you some insight that will help you. Please do ask any questions because I know it was kind of brief. I can expand on anything in the comment section. If you have any questions, I will expand on anything you like. It's been a pleasure to do my first vlog here, and there will be many more. Sunday is going to start being your favorite day. Stay tuned tomorrow and the rest of next week as Shanti will give the first perspective on Thanksgiving and dieting. How does the holidays affect your diet and exercise? We'll see you then.